What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about some coin making tips and also some of the Superstar Xfactors that you just absolutely have to, you just have to have them on your team right now. Okay, now I want to go ahead and point out some things again because many of you guys are still asking questions about this. I've addressed it several times. Shout out to all the people in the community that have answered the question as well when people have been asking about abilities, chemistries, and things like that. Pretty much it's 3 on both sides of the ball. All my veterans pretty much already know this, but some of the new guys that are coming in, you're still learning a lot about Ultimate Team, and that's what this channel is, it's going to pretty much be about. We're going to give you gameplays. We're going to give you things where we give you tips and tricks. We're going to give you tutorials. We're going to give you some G books. Those are my ebooks to kind of help get your game up. I've been getting a lot of good feedback about the one G book that I put out, so definitely look for that in the playlist for Madden NFL 20. Try to get your game up right and everything like that, and I don't want you guys to overspend on a lot of these abilities and X factors because let's just face it, guys, the training points are very, very expensive. So the things that I have on my players, I've had them there for a while, and I've been trying to kind of, figure out what I'm going to be doing going forward. Now, one of the most sick ones is just a simple ability that's on Marcus Allen. Now, you see how I have to activate his ability? It's the same way as activating a Superstar Xfactor. The only thing that's different is when you do the Xfactor, everything else is included. But all I did for him was add an ability. Okay, so I just want to clarify some of the things. When you look at this situation right here, this is a good example. The MUT Superstars come with the abilities built in. So his X-Factor, his Superstar X-Factor is Rack 'em Up, but all of his abilities, Streak Specialist, Double Move Elite, Cross Specialist, those are all available every single snap. The Rack 'em Up, the X-Factor, obviously at this point, you guys should all know, you have to build up to get that, whatever the criteria is inside the game to get it, but the other things are in their DNA. The lower 3, those are abilities. Now with Marcus Allen, all I wanted was the evasive ability, which in my opinion is one of the best X factors in the game. Okay, now when you go into his card, right, for those of you guys that don't want to spend the additional training, that's what I chose to do. When you look at his card, you have all the other options once you max them out. You can add a Superstar X Factor, what is this, Freight Train, increased chance to break the next tackle attempt, Wrecking Ball, high success rate on next 3 trucks or stiff arms. You got first one free. All these things. You don't have to have this, if you don't want to spend the additional training. You definitely do not. Because you can see what I've been doing. I've been just using the ability, which is evasive, which gives you the faster animations for spin and juke moves. And just so we're clear on this, I didn't see much of a difference with using just spin cycle. With some of the people that got spin cycle, they were like, he still does it the same way as evasive. It's just faster spin animations, but you also get the faster juke moves as well. Okay, so for those of you guys that wanted to get both, I've heard that, just getting evasive is just good enough. All right, if you guys disagree with that, you can tweet me at GmiasWorld and show me video proof. But I've already seen video proof of spin cycle. But if you disagree and you believe that spin cycle gives you a glitchier spin, definitely show me some proof of it on Twitter at GmiasWorld. I'll take a look at it and see what's going on. But I don't believe, based on the fact that evasive was like 1500, that you guys should also get spin cycle when it's it's pretty much saying that you're going to get the same exact thing. All right. Everything else that's going on with it, as far as the chemistries and stuff like that, I haven't decided which way I'm going with my team chemistries yet. So just look out for that. I'm going to be giving you guys some insight. More than likely, we might be looking towards zone run to kind of increase spin move. But I'm really probably sold on go deep. All right, getting that critical throw power attribute up and stuff like that, and just making me be able to throw the ball just ridiculous amounts of lengths of the field. All right, in addition to having obviously what we're going to go to next, which is bazooka. All right, now with Patrick Mahomes, right, the reason that I use bazooka on him, and remember, bazooka is available on mostly all the quarterbacks in MUT. All right, the reason that I use it with him is because his throw power is already insane. So because I have Tyreek Hill, I got Torrey Holt after he's maxed out. These guys have 90 speed. When I activate bazooka in any game, right, when I lob the ball, it's visibly that much further. I believe it's very important to have bazooka. Some of you guys, you like pro reads, you like to see the first open receiver, blitz radar. Well, it wouldn't make any sense to give him blitz radar because he only has like a 76 speed. That's more catered to like Russell Wilson, like the mobile quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, those guys. Run and gun, you could probably go and say, you know, something with that, fearless. But I love bazooka. Once it gets activated and a guy is playing like man-to-man and all that stupidness, I streak Tyreek Hill, he's gone, it's a wrap, lob the ball, 15 yards extra, and it's getting there. That's it. It's over. Because his stock throw power is what encourages that very, very highly, all right? Now, when you look at all of these things, some of the things that people have been using, I've been getting good news about, and, you know, some of them are mixed. The red zone deadeye. This right here, I've been told several times that when you high point, it doesn't matter. He's going to still throw the ball into the 20th row. Okay, so the red zone deadeye is pretty much like throwing the ball accurately with every other pass except for high or low. Long range deadeye, I've heard good news, but for the most part, Patrick Mahomes throws the ball very, very accurately regardless. So it doesn't really matter if you put this on, in my opinion, because his accuracy is that good if you have him already chemmed up. The dash and deadeye, I've heard good things. Okay, but right now I'm not actively running around outside the pocket with Patrick Mahomes. I will do this with Vic once Vic is released, because that's something that it'll probably be a lot more fun, because you could also, with the speed of Vic that he's probably going to have, just roll outside the pocket and run it for like 50 yards. You can't do that with Mahomes. So that's the difference. Everything else that goes into it, you know, last ditch, getting the ball off, you know, right before you get sacked. I've played guys with that on. It's very, very annoying, but I don't want to waste training on it. So, you know, with these, the ones that I would recommend, like I said, long range deadeye, I've heard good news, but I think it's like overkill, because for the most part, he throws the ball accurately, but I heard that this makes it so that most of them are always accurate. That one right there, and some people do have the dash and deadeye on him, and I also heard good news about that. I told you with the high and low passes in the red zone, it does, like, you still throw it inaccurately, but every other throw is usually accurate in the red zone based on the feedback that I've heard about it. So I just wanted to give you guys some insight into that. Right now, with the way that I have Tyreek Hill, I have double me on him. All right, now I'm going to be changing that to rack him up. Simply because that's usually what I'm doing with him. But I will tell you this, because he has double me on him and I throw the ball deep to him a lot, he gets double me really, really quickly. And if it's one-on-one coverage, it's always going to be a catch. I just want to let you know that. Animations do vary because he's so short, but the double me does activate, and he will get that much more, advantage to getting the double me activated, because, you know, I throw the ball deep to him regularly, he'll get activated, and then I'm just, once it's one-on-one, I'm bullet passing that thing and just holding Y, and that dude is aggressive catching everyone. And that's pretty much what I love about him. All right, streak specialist, you can actually see a difference. Okay, if you put that on your players, you'll see the difference. Most of these, I've gotten good news about these abilities. Okay, the number one that I've seen on receivers, though, as like part of the abilities, has been streak specialist. It's been unbelievable, like getting off of the press and things like that. I don't know what it is about it, but it definitely does work. As far as everything else in there, you guys can go ahead and pick and choose the abilities, but I'm probably, like I said, going to be changing him to rack him up and just trying to get the ball over the top more, because you'll win in those situations, and that's probably a little bit more, geared towards players like him, OBJ, because, you're trying to get the ball over the top. For the taller, big body receivers, if you wanted to, you could go with double me. But it does work with Tyreek Hill, also, regardless, it still works, even though he's shorter. Once you activate it, the animations are ridiculous, but you still get those animations. Now, defensively, I'm going to make this very, very easy for you guys. I have a lot of Xfactors. You can see the Superstar Xfactors on these guys. Every one that I have right now, they're really, really good. Anthony Barr gets shut down because what happens is every time I activate shutdown with Anthony Barr, he doesn't drop picks. I have yet to drop a pick when he activates shutdown. And the only thing you really have to do to activate it overall is to intercept the ball. And then you automatically are lit up, and then you just can't give up a certain amount of yards or whatever to let it go away. But this right here, that shutdown is glitchy. All right. Now, Fearmonger, in my opinion, I like it a little bit more than Unstoppable Force. I've tried both of them. I have Unstoppable Force for Myles Garrett. You can see that he has that there. I really like Fearmonger. I think that that's the better Superstar Xfactor, but you guys can go ahead and debate that with me in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. I have yet to decide if I'm going to put Lawrence Taylor's abilities on him, because I'm going to have to take it away from somebody else, probably Jadeveon Clowney maybe, but I had already purchased it, so I left it on Jadeveon Clowney, but more than likely I'll give it to Lawrence Taylor. Now, as far as the abilities, I'm going to use Lawrence Taylor as an example because I'm not putting abilities on my corners or my safeties. I think maybe when I get Pat Tillman, probably something with his hit power to cause more fumbles. But at this point, I'm going all D linemen and guys that rush. All right. Now, I already told you about the Fearmonger. I like that over all the other ones. Everything else, you know, Unstoppable Force, you know, Reinforcement, Zone Hawk. I love Fearmonger. I absolutely love it on the players that I use it with. So that's what I'm staying with. Edge Threat and Power Specialist, I've heard nothing but good news. All right, the Reach Elite and all that stuff, being able to reach through people's body and tackle people while whatever, you know, they'll still do that. But I've heard very, very good things about Power Specialist and Edge Threat. Now, on the second one, do you get up? Yeah, you can get both of them on your cards. It look like once you have the tier 3. So the Power Specialist is something that is definitely good to go after, an Edge Threat if you wanted to do those, because that's for every single down. But you can see the price ranges are very, very ridiculous. So be very careful. Let's just point this out though. Most of us that have Lawrence Taylor, we're not going away from Lawrence Taylor forever until he gets another card. So he wouldn't be a problem to invest in, but be careful with the other cards you invest in because you don't get refunds from the training points that you use for these abilities. It's still the same way as 19. All right, when you power them up, you get a refund, you know, half whatever, but you don't get anything back from these. So be very, very careful. I'm gonna let you guys know that as far as the abilities go, I've heard nothing but good news about Power Specialist and Edge Threat. But my bank account ain't set up to be doing all this, so I haven't been able to get the real taste of it, but I've gotten nothing but positive reviews. And that's where I'm going defensively with my Superstar Xfactors. It's Fearmonger or Bust and Power and, you know, the Edge Threat. That's pretty much what it is for my D linemen. I'm not even looking or concerned with corners and safeties because this year, predominantly about pass rush. All right? Now that that's done, I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks about making some MUT coins right now while everybody's going crazy over the themed diamonds. All right? Really quickly, guys, I'm going to need you to go through each and every one of these sets and look for specific gold cards that are, you know, people are charging ridiculous amounts for. Now, look for key players, though, because a lot of people know about Peanut Tillman. So they're going to go and look around for players inside of his set that are going to sell for more. I just want to point that out, guys. If you come across players that are, you know, going for a decent amount, those, you probably already have them in your binder, okay? It's gonna go back to the olden days. Like, this guy's a 78 overall going for 20K. So most of you guys will pull a pack. You'll see, oh my God, this guy's a gold card. He sucks, and you'll sell him, not realizing that he goes into the themed diamonds. All right. So most of you guys that have been tweeting me or writing comments, most of you have made at least $500,000 off of just gold cards, which is insane. You know, I spoke about it several times when it first was released. A lot of you guys have been going hard. Recently, Amukamara was up to like 45, 50K. So you can kind of see that the players are changing and you know, what people are willing to spend is changing. But remember, the elites are going to still be relatively, you know, 43. He's come down from what he was. You got to go through everything and see what you have in your binder and go from there, because ultimately, you know, you can make a lot of coins, but I think that it's going to be based on the gold cards. Like, these elites, they're going to be what they're going to be, because people are just not going to spend for it, because you can do like the, you know, the exchange sets and get them like that. Most of you guys got Nats, which are, you know, the same card, but you just can't auction or sell it. For those of my new viewers. So there are different opportunities for different cards, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands you can make a lot of coins doing that. Like I said, most of the guys are like, yo, bro, I made 500K. Yo, shout out to you, Gmias. But bro, all I can do is give you insight, because I remember Madden 16, or was it 15, when I was waiting for one gold card. I think it was Larry Foote. He was going for like almost 1 million coins, and I had to buy. He was bro, the dude was garbage, bro. He was a gold. I think, was he a gold card? Refresh my memory, guys. I think he was a gold card. He was going for like 1 million for me to complete one set, and I had to do it, and it was crazy. But again, look through your binder, go through all of the sets that you think will be, you know, important with the way that you're going to be building whatever, trying to sell your cards. Just look at them. Go through some of the cards, And if you see a guy like the one that's going for 20K, haha, or whatever, and you have it in your binder, feel free to do it, because those cards are going to stay like that for a little. Even though it fluctuates, people are going to still buy it because they want to complete the sets, they want to get the power-ups, they want to do those things. So, you know, they're going to go that route. All right, so definitely take a look at that. Roquan Smith, how is he doing? How is he only a core gold? That's kind of weird, but it is what it is, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. And let me know, for those of you guys that are still making coins, going through it, selling your gold cards, let me know if you're still making coins off of it, because I was very happy to hear that my viewers were making $500,000 off of just selling golds. It's a beautiful thing to see, and I love it, man. So keep it coming, all right? I'm going to see you guys and girls very, very soon. I want you guys to enjoy your day. As always, I will see you soon. Live stream on Twitch coming very, very, probably tomorrow. I will be live streaming for my members on YouTube very soon as well. Just look out for me on Twitch at GmiasWorld to know and stay up to date with everything that I've been doing. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.